Welcome to Barns and Farms with a side of cornbread. This is Shayne Hollifield. If it lives on a farm, sleeps in a barn, or loves Southern food, then we're going to talk about it. All right, welcome to this episode of Barns and Farms with a side of cornbread. This one is called Cowboys, Key Lime, and Cornbread, and we are here at the infamous Blue Heaven restaurant with the owner, Richard, and our guest host, Leanne Lewis, today. So, Richard, give us some good stories about this place, how the history and your experience and how it comes to be what it is today.
Well, we're sitting in the bordello, as we call it. It was back in the 30s. Couples could rent these little rooms here with a sliding door to place your order, kind of like early Florida timeshare.
Right.
And today now, I mean, this place was built in 1886. Dance hall upstairs here. Hemingway's been up here. He actually refereed boxing matches in the mid-30s downstairs in the yard. It was called the Blue Goose Arena. And he liked to referee boxing matches once a month on Friday, Saturday night.
That's so cool. Love some Hemingway.
In charge.
Oh, that's amazing.
Up here, we use this today for a lot of catering and events and parties, and people love it. It's got a good feel.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And you just showed us the most amazing bathroom.
Yes, the Blues bathroom. Kenny Chesney, they shot a video in there called The Good Stuff.
Yeah.
At the outside bar and then in there, and a lot of history. Jimmy Buffett wrote a great song here called Blue Heaven Rendezvous. It's a love song. It's about my brother and his girlfriend at the time, and talks about these walls can talk. I don't know what they'd say. Some accidental masquerades come our way. It's nice. Cool. It's on Barometer Suit. Blue Heaven Rendezvous.
We're going to have to listen to that. Yeah. Sounds like all sorts of songs could be made out of these two.
It could, and I think that's where the name, everybody asks. I went to UNC Chapel Hill. People call that Blue Heaven. So when Charles Kuralt was here, Key West got the January chapter in his book, America, 12 Different Places. He assumed that I named Blue Heaven because of Chapel Hill in Carolina.
Oh.
But no, it was Blue Heaven back in the 40s. I think it's from the song, My Blue Heaven, which Fats Domino sang.
Yep.
Frank Sinatra made famous as Little White Light. Right?
That's
My
right.
Blue Heaven. Now, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah does the big show on Kenny, and he was one of the top grossing acts in the world that year, whatever it was, 12, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And so, what would you like to do, Kenny? If you could go anywhere, I'd like to go to Key West and go to Blue Heaven, eat some key lime pie. So, the Oprah Winfrey show, they get in there. My favorite part is when he picks up his grandmother in Knoxville. She had never been on an airplane before. They start taking off, and she grabs his, Kenny, please tell him to slow down.
No.
Then they came here. There were a table in the ups here, and I met Kenny's mom and Kenny's and her identical twin, Kenny's aunt.
Sharon.
Yeah. And we ate cornbread. My father's from Mississippi. He was born 29 during the Depression there. And we make black skillet cornbread, put the oil in. There's no sugar in that cornbread.
Good. I love that.
That's good.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Richard,
Meanwhile,
we're eating cornbread, right? Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, and I know my grandmother would be very proud of this.
So many people put sugar in it.
She made it in a big black skillet, probably a Martin.
Always, the black skillets, the Lodge.
The Lodge, cast iron.
We have cast iron. Put oil on it.
Oh my gosh, there is no sugar in here.
And it's
you don't
so
need
good.
it.
No, it's delicious.
That butter is great, though.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
So this is a family recipe.
Well, I mean, sort of, but it's just a classic. It gets changed around depending on what kind of mix we have. And I made it for years, but it's good. We make it every day. Cornbread has to be made within the last 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
At night, we're still pretty good at. We can't time it so it comes out. If it comes out fresh, see this. I'm not this way made this morning. When it comes out fresh at dinner, it's just it's so good. My mom, who's 92 now.
Oh my
father passed away about 10 years ago. And she goes, well, I'll never have to eat cornbread again. I'm not going to eat cornbread. Like, easy, Mom, the rest of my life. My dad ate cornbread at least
every day?
Almost every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband would eat it every day, too.
Oh, yeah.
Almost every day. My mom, it was hilarious. When you're 92, you speak your mind.
We came down. She said, I can't believe when you took me to the Hemingway house, I didn't buy a book. And I said, well, we can go for the weekend. You can buy a book, and I'll see if somebody at Blue Heaven will let me do a podcast with them.
That's how it all
And y'all were
started.
gracious enough to
That's
accept.
right.
No problem.
It was great. And Hemingway, okay, my Ava Gardner, the actress,
Right.
and my grandmother were first cousins.
Say that again now.
Yeah, so Ava Gardner
Ava Gardner and your
my grandmother
grandmother.
were first cousins.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, she was
They
a
were
big
both,
star.
oh my God.
I mean,
And she and Hemingway were close.
Okay.
So
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't know that either until I read her memoirs.
Mm.
And he introduced her, evidently he's into sport. He introduced her to bullfighting.
Mm.
And that's how she got into it in Spain. So I thought, well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I just love Hemingway. Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
One of the
amazing.
reasons. Yeah.
There's a
So there you go.
woman still alive in Bozeman. She's probably 90. Valerie.
Mm.
It's a crazy story. Valerie Hemingway. And we exchanged like letters and cards. She was 17 or 18 when she met Ernest Hemingway in a hotel in downtown Madrid, fresh out of Dublin. He interviewed and he hired her. Her name was Valerie. He hired her to be his assistant.
Whoa.
And this was in let's see, 61, probably 58. So the last 3 years of his life, she traveled with him primarily in Spain as his assistant. Well,
Okay.
she is still alive in Bozeman. Now, how did she get the name Hemingway? She was at his funeral in Sun Valley, 61, and met Hemingway's youngest son, Gregory, and they fell in love and got married. He passed away about 5 years. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. He has it like his dad.
Yeah. And she's still alive in Bozeman. There's a couple of Hemingways in Bozeman, Montana. Bozeman's like Asheville's like the Bozeman, or Bozeman's like the Asheville of the West.
Okay.
Yeah,
in
okay.
Montana. That's a
Okay.
great
That's
city.
on my bucket list.
Mine
as well,
too.
for
I don't
sure.
want to talk too much. You guys
No.
You know what?
It's about
we want
you.
you to talk. This is about you. So tell us a little bit how you started this restaurant. Like what brought you?
Why my Blue Heaven? Why'd you come here?
Yeah.
And
Well,
what is it about this place?
There's
I
magic
was in
here.
Key West
No kidding.
about 6 years before I opened this place in 92. I came down, I was graduating college, spent several years in Africa, Peace Corps, back to the United States, Europe, traveled around. And I was in Raleigh, North Carolina with my parents for a living. And my dog got run over by a school bus. My dad was walking him. So the very next day, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm going to go to Key West. I had a convertible, old 69 Cutlass.
Oh, sweet.
My dad had a boat, about a 20-foot boat, center console outboard.
Sweet.
And I hooked it up and I drove to Key West where I had an old family friend. And then I've been here ever since. Back in
Wow.
like 86. I got a job for the newspaper. I was a journalist for about 3.5 years.
Okay.
And then that's how we found out about this place. I was living on a boat with Sue Ann, my partner, and we just had a baby, Ricky, and we ran into the owners. I had written some stories about this place as a writer, and they were like, Blue Hell this, Blue Hell, and nobody would come down there. I did the crime report for 3.5 years. 80% of the arrests in Key West were on this corner.
Oh, really?
Crack, prostitutes, this
What?
is where you came for your drugs. And nobody really came down here. So I came down. They said, no rent. Just hope they were so happy. Come on down. There's a hood, there's an old oven from Pepe's restaurant and a triple sink. And we'll do a sandwich bar, and then artist at Mallory Square. My partner, she was an artist at Mallory Square. And so we opened up. It was just me. I came in on my dinghy from the boat, opened up, did lunch, sold fish sandwiches and rice and beans. And nobody would come down here, but I was really good at doing events and getting like front page stuff on the newspaper. I had all the contacts. And then that was 34 years. I was back in 92, 34 years ago. So we opened up, and then, then after a while we added breakfast. I'm a morning guy. I used to cook my mom's banana bread, probably the most famous thing on the menu along with this. Every morning I would bake 2 loaves of banana bread. We'd be lucky to sell one. Now we make about 64 loaves
Oh
a
my
day.
God.
And run out,
64.
Man, you should have
Wow.
called
Make
it Mama's.
money one day.
Yeah.
The first 5 years of business, you know.
That's
Wow. Your
But-
mom's recipes are huge here.
Yeah.
Yeah, banana bread is really phenomenal. Sour cream and baking powder.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the key.
wow.
Yeah.
Not just sour cream, you whip baking powder into it.
Mm.
And of
Sour
course, there's
cream.
tons of butter.
Of course.
I feel like we're going to end our trip like we did the last time and have breakfast here before we go
Oh,
to the
it's
airport.
crazy popular. You got to come early.
I
This
know.
place is
We're gonna have to get here
crazy
early.
busy.
Yeah, because we were here in November of last year, right?
Yeah.
Or no, the year before
Crazy
that.
busy.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Yeah.
You know, a restaurant that's just booming. I have the restaurant across the street too. Yeah.
So we've heard a couple of stories about Kenny, and that's very intriguing to me. So is there anything that sticks out in your mind besides the Oprah about Kenny being here?
Quite a few things.
Anything that you can talk about on my podcast?
It is what PG or
I had breakfast with him about a month ago, and then
Mm.
he did his
Cool.
talk for his new book, and they've been taking him everywhere at the Tennessee Williams Theater. That was I was there with David Wegman, and man, I was almost like he must have given me like 6 shout outs.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh,
All the
awesome.
time. It was really good. And then finally goes to
Okay.
David Wegman, where he had the chapter or two. Kenny was great. We had breakfast with him the next morning. And he also sent the Sphere Las Vegas. So they have a dedicated, badass film crew with an incredible camera. And they were here, it was like an 8-hour shoot while I was closed. Amazing. And out there, they filmed and filmed and filmed. So, got to go to Vegas in May or June.
Yep.
Kenny says he's going to give me his box, his suite.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
The song is This Old Bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
So,
Old Bar.
we're going to see Blue Heaven at night with the banyan
Oh,
tree and the
I
water
feel like
tower
that's where I'm going.
and all of that.
Right.
So, that's great. Kenny does that. And
That's neat.
we tried to rendezvous with him in St. John's. He's in St. John's now. David and I were down there like a couple weeks ago, but his tour, they keep him busy. You know, they
Yeah,
tell him what to do.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, they
he's been
are.
here lots of times, and
If
he's great.
these walls
Hi,
could talk.
Kenny. Yeah,
If
if
these
these
walls
walls
could
could
talk.
These walls
For
can talk.
sure.
Exactly.
He's great. He's a good guy,
Yeah.
and he flies down quite a bit. Always texts and calls, and
Right.
sometimes I get reservations for friends. Met his mother, his aunt, and his grandmother. Yeah, had a great meal thanks to Oprah. We
Right.
shipped a key lime pie. We bought crazy insurance for it because
Oh,
the spring is.
I
it's
mean,
spring.
yeah,
look
you
at
gotta-
it.
you gotta keep it
Yeah.
that way.
We cannot
We
wait
could
to
probably
get to
make
that.
a fortune by just putting ship and then putting a whipped cream.
Oh,
in it.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was a dental hygienist assistant in Indiana or something that won the I Love Kenny Chesney contest.
Uh-huh.
So Oprah's going to send her some pies. So we went and bought the pies, but the insurance for the pies and we billed Oprah. That
Billed her
more
for the
than-
insurance.
I'm sure it was.
Apparently it got there because it can't turn sideways and fragile.
That's,
Yeah.
Fragile's not exactly the word. It's
yeah.
like, be
Well,
gentle and don't turn it sideways.
Oh my gosh.
No
I
doubt.
can
Well,
imagine insuring a
bought-
pie.
I bought the Kenny Chesney book. I've read half of it. I've intentionally stopped reading it because I'm going to finish it here
This
in
book-
Key West.
Oh, yeah, I should take it with me to.
It's a good book. I
Colorado.
finished it. It's amazing.
I started, but I'm not. It is good. Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
finish it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He sent
you
us-
have
he
to
sent
get
us-
through all the people he's met, the recording folks and the songwriters. And then once you get into, I'll say 2/3 of the book, that's when it gets soulful, Kenny.
Okay, yeah.
Really, really
Yeah.
good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Leanne, do you have any questions you want to ask him about? Maybe?
well, I think it's comments too. As soon as you walk up to the hostess stand, you have set up
It's a
down
great
there.
entrance.
It is. It's
It
an amazing
is.
entrance.
It is. And
So
Can you tell
lush
me
and
how it's
tropical. Well, it's
gone
like it's
from
why
what it
going
was
back
and
to
where
Kenny
it is
St.
now?
John's. Yeah,
I mean, it's
we opened it.
gorgeous.
It was just this building, and our entrance was the little gate right here.
right.
And then I got this property, then the next property, and then the next property, and then that and those properties.
Oh gosh.
So once we had everything, we moved around the entrance to the Petronia Street, which is the one that comes down from the mall.
Mhm.
We got permission to put this fantastic, we have the best neon sign in town. This big old Blue Heaven neon sign is amazing.
I need to get a
that-
picture of that
You
at
should.
night.
It's
Mhm.
great. And
Yeah, we
turn that into that big entrance and just planted lushly. And we just collect all kind of interesting stuff, huge trees in the yard. People that come in just love it.
Yeah, you feel like you're at home as soon as you
Yeah, and it's
walk
like
in.
in the islands again.
There's nothing
Yeah,
pretentious.
you have to pretty much go down to the Virgin Islands or something to
hmm
get that feel.
Yeah, it's really great. I have to commend you on the spirit.
Every
and
time
reading
I've been
about it.
here, it feels so good.
It does.
But I
You feel
have to
like you're
tell you,
home.
there's something about where we're at right now that I really love it up here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's some good spirit
I mean, there's some
in a fun way.
in a fun way for
There's some
sure.
fun girls on this table too.
I know.
I know
Right?
this. I'm gonna get
It's
a
great.
There's some
table
clothes
too.
on this one, yeah. So
Yeah,
other
it's
stuff.
just
And that table over there is
amazing.
quite a bit. We're not,
Yeah.
but which ones? Yeah, this table.
Let's see that.
That's the
Oh yeah.
that's the one to talk about.
There's all kinds.
Look
There's
at this.
There's Josephine Baker.
Oh my gosh, I love
This is a great table.
Great.
This table is amazing. You could just look at it forever.
I know. You
You
see
know?
something
It's
new
like a
every
word
time.
search.
All these 33. Here we go. Let me
Mhm.
salivate your mango. He's got all the insides of the old 33, records.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can even raise giant frogs over here.
Oh, is that? Yeah, you could spend a whole dinner if you were bored with
Right?
your date or something. you
That's
just
right.
Look at the table.
And I'm
It's
sure you
pretty
can find
cool.
some pasties. And just,
yeah.
You might find. You might.
Oh, we did Bordello. We did Bordello. More of like striptease. We did quite a few shows up here. And I learned they would let me come in that you put the sticky on the not on the nipple, on the pasty. And
On
go
the
like that.
pasty.
Go on, let's go. There's Richard.
There's
Sit there.
Where's
We
Richard?
could close those
We
two doors
know.
and then we had 50 people.
Oh wow.
Put the bar out there. And so it's pasty time. So they were sitting there. We're doing and put the pasties on the areola.
That sounds amazing. I'm looking for Ava Gardner. Surely she's got to be here somewhere. It almost looks like her, but not quite.
This is awesome right here. That's great.
Yeah,
This is just amazing. Even little chairs.
it's a fun.
Yeah.
it's a
So it looks
fun-
like you have a stage set up there with that amazing.
Yeah,
bass
we've done. My
solo.
son,
Who
my
plays?
son lives across the street. The bass. I have bass over there, bass here.
Uh-huh.
I played the bass last night, actually, across the street at Andy's Cabana.
Oh, no.
We had open mic night.
Oh,
And now
awesome.
Kenny came one time there and we sang You're My Sunshine. His father always sang that song to him.
I think I've
So-
heard him and his mom
So
singing
we,
that on the
um,
radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the verses are great too.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so
Okay.
cool.
Come around here for a second.
All
If
right.
you look around here, you'll see the world's biggest cock. I like you, so I'm not going to torture you. But it's right here.
It is. It is.
My young girls get so excited. They start searching the tail. You have to point it out. I can tell they're just so embarrassed.
They're so embarrassed.
It's a
Just
good
me.
see,
Yeah, that's
like that.
I
Okay.
appreciate
You see
that.
one, you
Yeah.
see them
I
all.
might have missed
Yeah.
that had you
Oh,
not
I
pointed it
That's what I
out.
was looking for before.
So glad he pointed out the.
No doubt.
This is Channing. She played last night, and that's a girl used to work here.
She
Um,
posts.
Yeah,
posts
she
That's
does.
areas.
gorgeous.
I love
I'm
all
not
the
an
artwork.
artist, and there's
Yeah.
a Hemingway there. I mean, Hemingway's 100% been up here. There he is there.
Oh my God, look at him.
But I don't think he did the Bordello, but he definitely
That's so Hemingway.
blew heaven quite a bit. Yeah. And then this is a pretty cool photographer that went down, and these are from some graveyard in Ecuador
Oh
in
wow.
the ocean. And
They're
we've
beautiful.
got a lot of stuff up here. We've done art shows and
That's
Got
what a great place to have
the
all that
balcony
happen.
here. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, and Shayne, I just have to point out the huge ass container of sour cream.
Uh-huh. The big sour
Yeah,
cream.
right over
Oh,
there.
I shouldn't do that.
That's for the banana bread.
Okay. This is awesome out
Oh,
here.
look at this.
Yeah, we
We're
should
going
really
out
be
to the
using
veranda.
this more often, kind of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Definitely has the vibe for
Yeah,
sure.
this corner is used to be literally where all the arrests in town were. No white people would come down here. I was the only white guy down here.
Mm.
But I love the
Yeah.
neighborhood. It's all changed. Everybody's out in the street playing
Isn't that great?
dominoes and all that kind of stuff. And
You
now
go buy
it's all,
Johnson's grocery?
we'll see.
See?
He's collecting.
my,
We're in real
that's
estate,
my
we get
real
it.
estate, and that's my property over there.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. So you could.
Yeah, the
could
sign
buy
at
what
night
you
is
see.
pretty
Oh, look at
spectacular.
this.
I know.
It's
I can't
just-
wait to
it's
take a picture of that
spectacular
tonight.
night.
Yeah, we'll come back. 8.
So if Blue Heaven had a theme song, what would that song be?
I hadn't thought about that. I don't know. Buffett performed here
Mhm.
for my brother's birthday, February 25th. What year was that? Maybe like 98. I have two brothers. One brother was the chef here. And the band was here, and they ate every single meal here. Danny was wild. My brother was doing all kind of drugs, everything. So anyway, he was taking care of the band. Mayor brothers and Roger and all those guys. And they'd usually sit up here, and Danny would just take great care of them. He's a great chef. Food's phenomenal. That's why we're so busy.
Yeah.
Then we wanted to say, hey, well, is Buffett play? And see what we can do. So we found out that it was a basketball game, the old arena, Miami, and he was going to try to fly down after the game and come here and perform with his band.
Yeah.
But we didn't know what was going to happen. I really didn't tell anybody. Somebody told some people. This place was mobbed.
I bet.
And then JT,
Yeah,
sound guy, said, hey, Richard, he landed at the airport. He's driving a green Land Cruiser, a Range Rover. And I said, well, tell him to come down Petronia Street. I'll meet him. And 5 minutes later, I walk out on the street. I hang out for a that. And sure enough, here comes the green thing. Pulled him into the abandoned building on the other side of that. Hey, Jimmy, you want, Corona beer? Okay. Yeah, bro. So I said, listen, there's a lot of people here, man. He goes, the band up there? I said, yeah. He goes, okay, let me drink this beer and we'll go up. So drank beer and walked around the water tower. He played on the water tower. You can walk out, you'll see the water tower. And he went up and the crowd just went crazy. Because I don't know, I told you there's no guarantee, that he's going to come. But he did. Goes up, they open up, and he sang Keith Sykes' song. The Volcano. I don't know where I'm going to go. Volcano. He sang 2 or 3 other hits. And then he goes, I just wrote a song. He goes, and I've never played it in public. He said, I like it. He said, I was just down in Jamaica with my friend Sting and his son. And we were flying into Mo Bay when bullets suddenly, machine gun hit our plane. And he goes, let's do it. And he's talking to those guys, and they were, talking, and he says, "Here's what they're talking. I guess G or D or what they're doing." Jimmy says, "Okay, here we go." He goes, "It's a world premiere," and he's saying "Jamaica Mistake-a" right on the Water Tower bar for us.
How great!
Jamaica
That
Mistake-a.
is
I'm sorry,
wonderful.
it's fun lyrics too.
Yeah.
They're just, please come back. We apologize. Sorry, Jamaica Mistake-a. And then after that. They sang Blue Heaven Rendezvous, but Jimmy didn't know the words to it. So he got a little help, Roger the drummer, and Peter Mayer, the guitar player, kind of wrote the Blue Heaven song. It's a real pretty song. As far as another song that capture our spirit, I'll have to think about that. You good?
I think we're good. We appreciate
we want to be
you spending
respectful
some
of your
time
time.
with
No
us.
problem.
And we can't wait to get a hold of
Jump into it.
big
Yeah,
ass
we
piece
will.
of
You know what you
pie.
go in. Meringue is funny.
You got to go under.
have to
You gotta
go-
go under it.
Oh,
Because-
under.
Yeah,
gotta go
because-
under.
Well, see, once you brown
sense.
meringue, you have to cut this with that knife.
Yeah. Yeah. So just go under it.
And get some meringue, yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
that
gotta have
meringue is
meringue.
not a lot of sugar, it's a classic egg white.
I love it.
When you feel it back here, you know it's good.
It's so good. Filam is the best. Well,
It is.
we appreciate
We
you
appreciate
today.
you so much, Richard.
Thank you for
Honestly, so
starting
honored.
our trip to Key West could not start
It's
any better.
delicious.
Well, good.
Your key lime pie is outrageous. It's dream.
Come for breakfast tomorrow morning, come early.
Until next time, farewell, God bless y'all, and don't forget to thank a farmer.